Hello everyone, my name is Li Hanyong and we are Group 4 from LGT5073. Today our presentation topic is Baixiang Company Food Risk Management in Food Safety. This is our content. Today we will introduce our topic in 4 aspects. Their background, which is presented by Ran Aixiang, case evaluation presented by Wei Yi and Niu Ruoyu, case proposed solution, which is presented by Huang Yiqiu and Fu Rongjing, and I will do the last conclusion. Okay, let's start from the first part.
Hi everyone, my name is Ran Aixiang. Before we introduce Baixiang Food to you guys, we want to talk about the environment in food industry recently. Food safety is becoming increasingly important to Chinese consumers. Many companies are cutting costs, resulting in food safety incidents. From the earliest Sanlu incident to gutter oil, food safety has always been one of the consumers' greatest concerns. In the recent incident of Laotan pickled cabbage has once again brought the issue of food safety to the high level. At the 3.15 Gala, Hunan Chaqi Vegetable Company was exposed for the substandard quality of its pickled cabbage. And those pickled cabbage are the main ingredients of Laotan pickled cabbage, instant noodles, of Master Kong and Uni President. As a result, Master Kong and Uni President suffered financial losses and a negative impact on their corporate image due to a quality defect problems of the supplier. Higher consumer requirements and stricter policies are a wake-up call for all companies in the food industry. Instant noodle companies, in particular, are receiving more attention than ever before. According to the statistic in 2020, Master Kong, Uni President, Jingmai Lang, and Baixiang are the first 4 brands in the Chinese instant noodles market, accounting for 46%, 15%, 11%, and 7% of market share. And now I'm going to introduce Baixiang Food to you guys. Baixiang Food Corporation is a group company specializing in food research, development, and production. Instant noodles are the main product of this company. It has 90 production lines and can produce around 10 billion packets of instant noodles per year. Baixiang was founded in 1997. It has been on the market for 25 years now. It was once a giant in the Chinese instant noodle industry, with a 70% market share. However, due to aggressive competition and the rejection of foreign investment, it now almost disappeared from the first-tier cities and only remains in the second and third-tier cities. At present, Baixiang has 3 main corporate objectives. First, it aims to generate more profits to sustain the development of the company. Moreover, it strives to increase market share and return to first-tier cities. Furthermore, it is devoted to maintaining a good brand image as a Chinese domestic product. And now, I'm going to pass my mic to my team, and they are going to talk about the case evaluation. Thank you.
Okay, in this part, we will analyze the case of Baixiang Food Corporate. First of all, we think that Baixiang Food Corporate risk management is carried out with 2 main objectives, including avoiding negative impacts on brand image and minimizing financial losses. As for the part of avoiding negative impacts on brand image, because the widespread use of social media, both positive and negative information can spread fast, and the rapid spread of negative information can lead to the destruction of a company's good brand image. For example, after the March 15 Gala, topics such as pickled cabbage and Master Kong quickly made it to the top of Weibo's hot search list. By March 17, the total number of readers of the relevant topics reached 1 billion, and the online comments reached over 80,000. It is foreseeable that if Baishan is found to have any food quality and safety issues, its corporate goal of maintaining a good brand image will be undermined. Therefore, risk management is necessary to help Baishan avoid the damage to its brand reputation. As for the minimize the financial losses part, because customers become more demanding, if any food safety issue arise, they will quickly swap to other similar products without quality problems, and the drop in demand will lead to a loss of profit. After the March 15 gala, the daily loss of Mastercard is estimated to be Hong Kong dollar 7.55 billion. Since the market share of Baishan is only 7%, and the daily sales are usually around 140,000 B, if Baishan faces the same problem, there would be a risk of daily turnover dropping below 100,000 B per day. Therefore, risk management can help it to avoid or minimize losses of this amount as much as possible. Then we will go to the identifying risk part from three aspects, which are potential risk events and sub-risks, source of risks, and risk symptoms. For the first part, the main potential risk to Baishan is from the external suppliers. When suppliers have product quality and safety problems, which are exposed, Baishan would also be affected. Such uncertainty is tragic for Baishan as it does not have full control over the way the supplier operates. Corresponding sub-risks include financial risks such as compensation to customers and fines to government agencies, as well as non-financial risks such as the drop in product sales, damage to brand reputation, and the loss of employee confidence. For the second part, we put the fishbone on this page. As the ultimate risk of the Baishan Group is severe risk, and the main reason for this risk comes from people and management aspects. First of all, in terms of the management, because Baishan Group wants to regain the first-tile market, it needs to expand the number of its suppliers. However, after the number of suppliers increases, the quality of its suppliers will be uneven. So Baishan Group's management of suppliers is prone to loopholes because Baishan Group does not have a complete suppliers management policy and a perfect intelligent management platform. In terms of people, the low quality of employees of the Baishan Group will also lead to problems. If the employee of Baishan Group choose to conceal the problem of their suppliers and suppliers because of accepting Bibles, or if the employee of Baishan Group lose information due to poor communication, it will cause the brand image of Baishan Group to be damaged. Then my group member Maggie will analyze the next part.
Thanks to Wei Yi. Hi, I'm Niu Ruoyu, and this part I will talk about the risk acceptance. The problem is mainly reflected in intangible asset exposures and financial asset exposures. The intangible asset exposures are related to the reputation risk that Baishan may face. This was obtained by studying the situation of the competitors. The brand image of both Mastercard and Uni-President has been negatively affected due to the use of substandard products from suppliers. Therefore, if something goes wrong with Baishan supplier, it will face the same problems. And the other one, financial asset exposure, is mainly because the food quality defects will damage our company's reputation. In this case, the company's capital chain will have the possibility of breaking, and the cash flow will be affected too. And then I will evaluating identified risks. We believe both the probability and severity can be very high. First is possibility. Changqi's partners include well-known companies such as KFC, Mastercard, Uni-President, and so on, which have all been greatly affected by 315 Gala. As the two giants of instant noodle companies, Mastercard and Uni-President has a market share more than half of China's instant noodle market, and they both have problems with improper supplier regulation. So it can indicate that supplier crisis in the industry as a whole is very likely. And the second is severity. The registered capital of Mastercard was 20 million US dollars, but after the 315 incident, the daily loss amounted to 7.55 billion Hong Kong dollars, which was dozens of times more than the registered capital. In addition, the topic of 315 Laotan pickles quickly shot to the top of Weibo's hot search list after the program broke out and sparked widespread discussion among netizens, with the topic having reached 460 million readers by 2 p.m. that day. Netizens have said that they will never buy related products again, and shopping malls have taken down related products, and some suppliers have canceled their cooperation with the companies involved, seriously affecting Mastercard's reputation. So we believe that the overall severity is very high. And finally, once all the risks have been evaluated for ranking, a matrix can be drawn to place the risks into 4 zones, which can then be corresponded to the 4 risk management strategies. We can see that supplier risk is in the top right. Okay, I've done my part, and next part will be introduced by Huang Yiqiu and Fu Rongjing about the proposed solutions.
Thank you, Ruoyu. Then I will talk about the proposed solution for Baixiang. As we have determined that the risk of suppliers has high probability and severity, risk avoidance strategies will be adapted to reduce this risk to the tolerant level. As a food production company, it is impossible for Baixiang to avoid risk by not cooperating with any suppliers. Therefore, our suggestions are basically aimed at avoid risk through optimizing its internal management and improving the quality of its employees. First of all, we suggest that Baixiang can build a better company internal supplier management platform. Through this platform, staff can easily check all information related to suppliers, such as the supplier's product range, origin, and delivery time. It can visualize the supplier process and avoid situations where there is no control over where those products are supplied. Moreover, this platform will include quality management checklists to inspect the quality of products from upstream suppliers one by one and ensure quality control. And this platform can also serve as a new internal communication channel. Employees can access this platform to view information and communicate through it. And all decisions and strategies related to suppliers will also be announced on it. Here comes to our second solution. Baixiang can set up a supervisory team. This team is independent of other departments in the company and reports directly to the chairman. And the job of this team is mainly to monitor the problems such as bribery and negligence. Furthermore, if other employees find a similar problem, they can also report to this team. This solution can help Baixiang avoid using unqualified suppliers. And then let's move on to our third solution. As we mentioned, one of Baixiang's objectives is to increase its market share. And for food companies, supply chain and supplier management are very important and need to be considered during decision making. Therefore, we suggest Baixiang can hold some training related to supply chain for its management level. It can invite some expert or experienced managers in the food supplier management sector as a guest speaker. And the topic could be how to avoid risk in suppliers or the latest information on supply chain management. Then let's pass the time to Fu Rongjing for the implementation and evaluation.
Thank you, Yiqiu. The next part is about how to implement our recommendations. We divide our implementations into 3 parts. For the training, the HR will organize training personnel, ensure learning objectives, prepare learning material, and then arrange training seminars for each department. The next program is establishing a supervision mechanism. The board will choose members of the supervision team and ensure goals and standards. The team will then investigate employees according to the policy. The most important part is the management platform. First, data including information and the latest certifications of these suppliers will be collected and updated by the first-line employees who get in touch with these suppliers directly. They will investigate the situation of suppliers deeply and clearly, and management will establish some strict checklists after learning. The HR will subsequently establish an IT team, including the internal employees and the external experts. An IT team will build a better platform. And at last is the test run. And here is the Gantt chart to show our specific implementation plan. With the visualization, we can see the responsible person and timeline, and the whole progress of our risk management. The final step in our risk management process is to evaluate how it's working. We can see the picture from the bottom. After trial running and operating our system, we will have questionnaires to collect feedbacks and suggestions about our system in order to maintain and optimize the system regularly. The supervision team will arrange non-periodical inspections to investigate bribery and slackness issues when they use the system and have their work. The decision makers will hold reflection meetings regularly after training seminars with feedback from the subordinate level. This feedback and the reflections will help them raise a higher awareness about the risk situations and adjust strategies to make better decisions. The evaluation progress can indicate what we should have done and what we have not done to improve the progress, performance, and achieve our objectives. However, what if the process cannot be controlled, and what if we fail in our risk management? We still need a business continuity plan. The first is to build an external complaint handling department. When relevant safety issues reports are not dealt with by authorities, the department will collect feedback and transmit it to risk management groups to help them audit food safety. The other one is the recording mechanism. Once any problem is found, the company will gather responsible people and ask them to trace the suppliers immediately and report to the Food Regularity Administration to record the products. And now I will pass my mic to Li Hanyong to have the conclusion.
Thank you, Rongjing. I'm going to talk about the last conclusion. According to the current market situation and the risk events of companies in the same industry, we found that the food safety risks of many companies can be traced back to the upstream food material suppliers. Once the risk occurs, The result is that there are greater negative impact on the brand image and the loss of companies' financial profits. In order to control risk in a targeted manner, we need to find the source of risk. From the perspective of Baixiang Company, we have analyzed two sources: the quality of employees who communicate with suppliers and the company's internal supplier selection system. However, facing this high probability and high severity risk, we finally choose to use a risk avoidance strategy. For quality of employees, we adopt training and supervision methods to strengthen the quality of employees. For the management of select suppliers, we build an intelligent platform to promote. Through the implementation of these policies, the company can reduce the possibility of risk occurrence and continue to monitor and control the risk in the process. Once the risk cannot be controlled, we are also equipped with a business continuity plan to further solve the possible crisis. And this is our reference. That's all about our presentation. Thank you for your listening.